Hey there, fellow entrepreneurs. I'm Sue, and you've just stepped into Entrepreneurs Gone Wild. Every week, I'll introduce you to a friend of mine, a remarkable entrepreneur who's not just changing the world, but also harnessing a secret weapon, time outdoors. Together, we'll dive into their journey, unpack invaluable business advice, and discover why embracing the wild is not just good for the soul, but also a goldmine for inspiration and innovation. Ready to uncover the secret that's boosting bottom lines and fueling joy? Hit subscribe and join us in the wild. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm really excited to introduce to you Megan Shiritis. She's an entrepreneur on a mission to make adventure travel accessible to everyone. Megan is the founder of Guider. It's a company addressing key barriers in outdoor activities: DEI, safety and risk, transportation, and cost. So Guider offers a curated community of vetted adventure guides across the country, providing unique experiences tailored to diverse needs. Get ready to meet an entrepreneur who's making great outdoors truly accessible for all. Megan, welcome to Entrepreneurs Gone Wild. I'm happy that you're here.
Thanks, Sue. I'm so excited to be here and excited to share more about what we're doing.
So cool. This is going to be a blast. And guys, when we were chatting before the show, we found out we're not that far apart, geographically, with the mountains and the washouts, and it could take 4 hours, but
for sure, just a little windy, but you'll get there eventually. Yeah.
Some of those back roads along the rivers are like, whoa, this is interesting.
People that get car sick, but it's fine.
Oh, that's true. Oh my gosh. All right. Well, let's dive in. So I always ask the same first question, which is, who do you serve and what problems are you helping to solve with them?
Yeah. So I would say we have two customers, quote unquote. One is our partners, and that's the foundation of really, we would be nothing if it weren't for the amazing guides who bring these adventures to life, whether they're fly fishing guides, luxury sailing captains, rock climbing guides, forest therapy or wellness retreats. It's really those people and the grassroots efforts that they bring to life of their tours that are the experiences that we want to amplify for them. So first, it's our guides that we list on our marketplace to make it easy for them to find. And then, of course, we have our customers. So they can be anywhere from like your person who loves to check bucket lists to your diehard fly fishing master who just like lives, eats, breathes that. So it ranges from, who our customers are, but definitely our guides are the foundation for what our platform's built on.
That's really cool. I love that idea so much. When we started building Idlewild Woods, excuse me, I had an uncle who was battling Parkinson's at the time. And my aunt was like, oh, I hope that you'll make it, accessible, because being outside, that would be so amazing. But it's really, really hard with, he was in a wheelchair by then. And it was, and I was just thinking, oh, wow, I just hadn't even thought of it. So now I have, and I'm like, oh, wow, I'm still not sure how we'll do things, but I'm so glad that you're already on this.
Yeah. And it's so unique. Like, you don't think about it. Like, you can drive up to a trailhead, but maybe it's not paved and not ideal for a wheelchair or an adaptive type of situation, or maybe there's a gate that you can't even get through physically. So it's little things that, unless that's a need for someone specifically, you don't think about it necessarily.
That's for sure. So how did you get into this? Have you always been adventuring? Have you, had this empathy for people to bring them along? Like, this is a really, really cool thing that you're doing, but it's not like I've never met anybody doing what you're doing, so.
Yeah, so there's a couple things that kind of mounted, and I got to a point where I'm like, why don't I just do it? Like, why do I just keep talking about it and like finally just do it? So one being that, so both of my parents worked in corporate America for a long time. They never went to college and had very successful careers. And I grew up in Pennsylvania and spent a lot of time in upstate New York fishing Lake Ontario. And so, naturally, when my dad retired, he started his own business as a charter captain in Lake Ontario, because why not? Why not do that after a full career? So Yeah, he did that. He was really successful, and then he realized that obviously he can't do that at his age. So he sold his business. But my husband's a fly fishing guide. Many of our friends and family are, and so coming from corporate America, I see the frustrations and challenges that these small businesses have, and I wanted to bring a voice to that and amplify that in a bigger way, specific to the outdoor niche. Then personally, like I've traveled a lot. I got into mountaineering a few years ago, and right before COVID, right before 2020, really, I was planning a trip to mountaineer in South America, and there's so many pieces to it. It's transportation to really remote places. You have to take these tiny buses to a train, to a tiny car, to probably hiking in pretty far, porters, permits, other logistics, and it's a lot to it. Not every adventure by all means is that extreme, but it's really challenging to plan. So I wanted to find a way that was kind of stemming the accessibility. And I thought, like, it's not just the logistics, it's as a woman in the outdoors, I've felt very safe, but I know not every demographic of people might not feel safe in the outdoors. So the accessibility picture just got bigger and bigger when I started thinking there's a lot more people that could benefit from this than just the extreme adventure. So I wanted to kind of take this culmination of things of wanting to help guides, but also help people that maybe don't know they need help in finding these connections.
Yeah, or that it's even possible.
Mm-hmm.
It would be very easy to go, well, that's out of the question, can't do that, but maybe.
Absolutely. Yeah. And there's many guides that offer transportation or lodging or some of these other logistics to help. So sometimes you just have to know someone to make that connection and make it easy for you.
That's so cool. All right, so then how do, let's say, we'll talk about the guides second, but the people who want to go adventuring, how do they work with you? What does that look like?
Yeah, so we try to make our platform as simple as possible. And so it's based off location. We just added our 12th state this week. So we're in 12 different US states. You can find, say you're traveling to Asheville, North Carolina, and you're looking for experiences in the area. You can go on the marketplace, search your area, the dates that you're looking at. You can click different accessibility tags. So let's say you're looking for beginner tours. If maybe you're price conscious, you want to stay in a certain price range or time frame, you can pick tons of different filters and find the experience perfect for you. And you can book and manage your trip instantly online. So it makes it super easy for you to find those, book them, and then, just really adventure more and worry less. So it makes it super simple.
That's awesome. I love that. Yeah. That's so niche-y, and it's exactly what somebody's going to need if they're, if they want one of those 12 states, and I see you getting to 50 at some point.
Yeah.
That's really, really cool. And then how about the guides? Do they just sign up with you and?
Yeah, good question. So right now I've learned a lot. We launched in February of last year. So we're just over about a year being live, although this concept has been learning and growing for about 3 years plus. So all they do is sign up online. And it's a simple process of making sure that we vet all of their credentials and really just make sure their safety and our customers and everything aligns. So of course, the safety is the number one priority. So it's a simple onboarding process that we help walk them through the entire way of vetting their credentials, getting their profile set up, and then I can also help them list their tours. So that's usually a lot of information already on their website. So it could be as simple and easy as just maybe 2 hours to get started.
Oh, fantastic. That's great. Because I know, any of these, it's kind of a mom and pop business, and marketing is their biggest thing. So you're helping with that, and that's really cool. You're helping them to do the thing that they're really, really good at.
Yeah, and save them time, because most of these guys and business owners, they're running their trips, they're in their business, so maybe they don't have as much time to work on their business as they do in it. So be able to take some of that off their plate is, I think, really valuable to save their time.
Oh, that's so cool. And then how did you get to this point? Did you have a corporate job as well before? Or?
Yeah. So I still do work at part-time, and that's the goal eventually, to fully get full-time into the business. But obviously it takes some time to not be able to do that. I'm self-funding the company entirely right now. And so to finally work for that and into further funding rounds and things like that. So yeah, that would be the goal, full-time. But Yeah, it takes a little time to get there.
That does. It definitely does. That's a thing. And I feel you on the self-funding. It's a lot. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that is really cool. How, like, as far as like for your marketing, of course, because I've just spent 2 decades doing marketing writing, and I'm always really curious, especially like, what have you, what's working well for you, and then also, what have you thought about doing that you haven't done yet?
Yeah, well, if you asked me this question a year ago, my answer would have been entirely different. But sometimes, not just in marketing, but I think as a business owner in general, you have to kind of suck at things and do
Yeah.
things badly to really learn what good looks like. And yeah, there's been a lot of learning curves, especially in marketing over the past year. So, one of the things that has been a huge focus, specifically in Q1 in the beginning of the year, was launching our affiliate program. So, the intention behind that is to work with travel agents who specifically focus on adventure travel, although there could be other areas there, accommodation owners like lodging, Airbnbs, specific to where our hubs are for our trips. And I'll talk about that in a second. Shuttle services, maybe influencers, outdoor gear, retail stores, but really any supporting business that we call the Roamer Affiliate Collective. So, a collective of businesses that support the outdoor industry in some way that we can help make a symbiotic partnership for. So, that's one thing. Our next is really like, I think when you think of marketing for travel, it's a humanized, like, not everything about travel is roses and sunshine. So, like, being able to share very valuable and valid, I think, emotions and feelings. Like, travel, a lot of people travel for a lot of different reasons. And you can look at someone who loves to check bucket list items and, maybe never will try something again, to someone that is diehard and lives and breathes that activity. And they're very different in how you tailor messaging and even reach them. And so we've really honed in our message, not just to those areas, but like, how do you connect with those people? And what does that look like? And what do they actually value in these experiences, and bringing them to light? So it's been a renewed journey to I guess, summarize it. But
Yeah.
we really, I guess, collectively, we're focusing on hubs of where our tours are, being in 12 states. Again, they could be very remote. So Asheville is a big hub for us, and expanding on the East Coast, the West Coast, Alaska, and Denver are 2 big hubs, along with California is an emerging one. So really trying to focus on tours in those areas so that we can bundle and really market collectively together. And then some feedback specifically we've gotten from travel agents in our affiliate program are ports for cruises. So they could do maybe experiences before or after the cruise, maybe for more casual travelers, is a unique area that we focused on and will see more on in the future.
Oh, that's so smart. I love that. And I'm sure it's, it involves probably having lots and lots of conversations with these travelers,
It does.
finding out, what do you want? What are you not finding out there? So.
Yeah, definitely. And how do they find it now? Because, there's online travel agencies like Expedia and Booking.com and Viator who are very successful in what they do, specifically to tours, and they have city tours or food tours or other experiences. But I think there's a huge opportunity in the outdoor space that 65% of guides and outfitters don't offer online booking. But, as a marketer, our customers want us to be virtual, and to be able to find that space where it's easy to book in one central place to do that is important. So we want to kind of bridge that gap there, and be able to be there for our customers.
Yeah, I love that. If we talk to the people, they'll tell us exactly what they want.
Yeah, definitely.
And then how do you, because it's Entrepreneurs Gone Wild, I always want to know, like, how do you spend your time? What's your favorite way to spend time outdoors? And especially, like, the way that you're out there when you get the great ideas.
Yeah. So, well, it's funny, I guess, the process of starting this business, I was supposed to be outdoors, and then, our economy changed with COVID. And so I was supposed to go on one of my favorite trips I was dying to do. And, sometimes you have to change your plans, as with travel. So I guess the outdoors doesn't always have the same thing in mind. But if you So it's kind of funny to like the business. If you asked me this question some time ago, my answer would have been different. But I've had a lot of health problems, and specifically with my knees, with having surgery. And so I used to be able to hike 30 miles a day, no problem. Hiking was my jam. Anywhere as remote as physically possible, just coming from a corporate world, the most simple thing for me was just being in the woods, in the quiet, hearing nature sounds. And it just allowed me time to be in my head and really think of awesome ideas. But now I have to find solace in maybe not hiking 30 miles, maybe like 0.3 miles. But sometimes just like on the Blue Ridge Parkway, super close to us, getting out in the national forest. It could just be a scenic overlook, having like a picnic up there, or my husband's a fly fishing guide, so maybe I'll just roam around on the boat, and I enjoy rowing just as much as I enjoy just being outside on the water. So to me, sometimes it's just being outside and pushing yourself. It could be 10 minutes. It doesn't have to be a long excursion outside, but just getting a little dose every once in a while is really helpful to keep you fresh and exciting in your business.
That's so great. I love that.
Yeah.
And then, the question that follows that one, of course, is how do you capture those ideas that you get? Because, it's not as convenient as sitting at your desk. You get an idea, you just write it down. If you're outside, it's a little different.
Yeah. So good thing you can't see my desk or anything else on this side of the camera, because that would probably give anyone anxiety. It's so funny because I'm sure you've probably been in the boat where you wake up in the middle of the night and you're like, I have to write it down, or like it's gone with the wind. It can't wait for the morning. And the woods are the same way, because I take my phone, but I try to keep it off for emergencies or otherwise, or a stat phone. But sometimes I keep a notepad on my phone and just write down random ideas. I drive a lot and travel a lot, so I have a notebook that has all of my daily thoughts in it. So it's probably just as confusing as it feels in my head, but to get it on paper and then to digest it a little bit helps. So I don't know that I have a great answer, but sometimes I think I get on a talk track in my head and then it follows me to my car, and then I can finally write it down. So,
right. Yeah. Oh, that's great. Well, I think just knowing that it's an important thing to take care of one way or the other, I think that's a huge thing. What advice would you pass along to somebody who, they want to start having a more adventuresome life? If you had a few points that you would share, like for how to get going on that, what would you say?
Yeah, I think everyone's adventure is their own, just as their life is. And that's so simple to say, but like, for example, my husband and I had been together 12 years before we got married, and we were, I guess you could say, high school sweethearts and grew up together. We found ourselves together. And we finally got married last September, and our family won't travel. So we had this crazy idea to get eloped on a glacier in Alaska. And we did a camper van trip. We just rode around Alaska in our van. We did our first pictures together outside of our van, and it just felt like very authentic to us. Like, we don't need complexity, like doing something a little kind of unhinged and wild is our thing. So I think it's, if you have that crazy idea to get outside, and whatever that looks like to you, that could be just going on a walk on a paved trail in a city because that's your closest, space. That doesn't mean that's any less valuable than some wild, unhinged, crazy thing domestically or international. So I think it's just being confident and comfortable wherever you are and whatever that looks like, and just finding community there, because there's always community around the outdoors. No matter where you look, you just have to find it.
That's so good. That's so good. The important thing is get out there and try things.
Yes.
You never know what you're gonna like or not like until you try them.
Totally. And like it was funny, for a couple years ago for my husband's birthday, we went to an indoor rock climbing gym, and that was the first time we ever went. Had no idea what to expect. People probably looked at it like we were crazy because we were wearing like some just like workout clothes. And my husband went every day after that, and he found community in an indoor gym. And I mean, that's still exercise, that still correlates to potentially climbing outside. And you never know what you'll like or what you don't like until you do try. And that's what I love about Guider, is like a guided experience is perfect for that. Like, fly fishing is a great example. You could spend tons of money on gear and all that stuff, but a guide is a great way just to test the waters and say, hey, it's not for me, and that's okay. Yeah.
And not have to invest in all the things first, and then
Yes.
the know-how too. It's like a quick lesson can help you a lot more than just trying to figure it out on some of these things.
Yeah, definitely, for sure.
That's so cool. All right, Megan, where can people find out more about you? And
so great question. guideyoradventure.com is our website, and I'll send all that info over to you, Sue, so you have it that you can share. But that's our main website. You can go and search all of our tours available there. We also have an affiliate program, so if you scroll all the way to the bottom, there's a link there that you can sign up if you're interested. If you are someone that just want to share the message of our tours, that would be amazing, just to get more people outside. We're also on primarily Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and LinkedIn too. So we're on all the socials and would love to connect with anyone and everyone. Talk about travel, talk about stories. I love hearing all of it, and yeah, would love to connect.
So cool. Well, thank you so much for being my guest. This is really awesome.
Yeah, thank you, Sue. I really appreciate it.